also want to make sure I know where to go. Someone was talking about it going down south. Go to the pub. Oh, also practice piano. If you practice piano at different locations, you apparently get better at it, and maybe something happens once you get very good. I'm not quite sure how it works. When you get better at it, it says that you got better at it, so I didn't get better at it, I was just playing something I already knew how to play. Jakole. If I go to Jakole, I can get very good weapons and armor. This guy can't go back to Jakole because of the blocked passage that was actually exploded, so he can go now. I already talked to this guy, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm pretty confident that I have to go south. That's what someone was saying. I've noticed that when you are when you remember a conversation you had in your native language, like for me that would be English, you are able to remember it more easily than if you hear it in a foreign language. Even if when you hear it in a foreign language you understand what's being said perfectly, somehow your memory works better if you're working in your native language. And I think the reason is because when you're remembering something that you hear in a foreign language, it is much harder to remember the individual words and sequences of words, and all you can really remember are basically ideas. And the ideas can be very vague, unfortunately. That's just my theory, though. Right, so I guess I should also stay at the inn too. Okay, so I learned that arrow spell, I learned level 5 death, I learned bubble breath, what was it called? Do you see what I mean about not being able to remember words, only ideas? Where am I supposed to go? Not quite sure. It looks like if I wanted to go south, the nearest flashing dot is kind of like around the other side of the continent. Can you see the mouse? If I move the mouse here, see, here is where I am at this dot, and basically it looks like I'll have to go all the way around in order to go here, because this is where the mountains are open, and that's the only way I can get to this dot here. In fact, wasn't someone saying that, like... No, never mind. I think that I'll go for that place right there. Hey, it turned bright blue. Is it just me, or is the water on the map changing color? Damn it. Oh well, he was already fully healed anyway. So other games I've been playing besides this one are Mother 1 and Mother 3. So Mother 1 is the prequel, and Mother 3 is the sequel to a game called Mother 2, which was in the US, it was called Earthbound. And if you bought it, it was sold in like a very big box. Damaged floor. I got damaged floor. I must be misunderstanding that. And in the box there came a strategy guide along with it. So everyone who bought the game got a strategy guide along with it. Anyway, it was an interesting game. It was an RPG, but it was set in kind of like, it was set in modern times, and instead of swords there were bats, instead of magic there were psychic abilities, and there's a very strong fan following. Like if you go to starman.net, there's like a bunch of like crazy people that must spend like an hour, like several hours a day just thinking and playing these games, these mother games. Anyway, when I found that site when I was like in high school, I remembered how good Earthbound was. And then I learned through that site that Mother 3 was going to come out for Nintendo 64. But it was apparently cancelled. And now, but it was later released for Nintendo DS, for Game Boy Advance. But only in Japan. So if you don't know Japanese, you can still go, you can still download a translation, which was made by someone on starman.net, as you can imagine. But anyways, Mother 3 is pretty interesting. There's like a monkey dance in it, where this guy like has to dance in order to open a door. Anyways, very amusing. If you search for monkey dance online, you can see people like actually dancing the actual dance in real life and trying to see who's the best. There was like a contest or something. So let's see, how many seconds in an hour? That would be 3,600, right? So I played for 2,300 seconds so far, according to the counter. I'll go for an hour tonight. No, that doesn't work, I forgot. 0. Breath wing. Damn, this guy is strong. Colbert is his name.